Lesson 33! Lesson 33! What will happen next? Let's find out and see! In Time Soup. Here we go! Okay, let me see if I have this straight. Levi, you happened to overhear Macy and Solomon talking about going back to the human. Oh no! He told his brothers. And then you thought that you mean the people back home are waiting and hoping for Macy to return made you jealous? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. So you're shut yourself inside your room because you were so upset. But then Mammon came along and said a bunch of stuff to make you even more upset. Like a total jerk. At which point you lost it completely and summoned Lotan. Yeah. Oh, so then this is Mammon's fault after all. Mm-hmm. Like hell it is! You'll have to do better than that, Leviathan. Your explanation doesn't cut it. What? You knew Macy was a human, so any talk of returning to the human world should have come as no shock. Is that really why you were so consumed with envy? To the point that you've lost control of your powers and went completely ballistic? Well, that's what I said a while back. You flooded the entire Devil Dome, you know? Silence. Macy, if there's something on your mind, you should come out and say it. I can explain everything. I should be the one to do it, since this was my idea to begin with. It wouldn't have come down to this if not for me. What are you talking about? Macy and I are humans. The day will come eventually when we will return to the human world. At the moment, however, there are certain conditions that must be met before we can do that. Conditions? Explains. Later. With that, Solomon proceeds to explain our situation. He tells them about our waning magical power, that we might not have the power necessary to return to the human world before our magic disappears. In order to regain the powers we've been losing, we need to make pacts with each of them. He explains everything. Well, not everything. Except for the part about us being from the future, that is. Of course, that's what I'm trying to imply, bro. So, essentially, you're saying the reason Macy wanted to forge a pact with all of us was because you needed enough magic to return to the human world. Do I have that right? That's right. Yeah, I shouldn't have kept it from you. I asked Macy not to tell you the truth. I was worried that if you knew, you might not agree to help us. Man, for real? Yo, Macy, how could you keep something so important from us after all this time, huh? What didn't you think you say something? I'm the one who decided to keep it a secret. As my apprentice, Macy was only following orders, so if you're going to blame anyone, blame it on me. I don't blame you. I mean, you can't blame someone for wanting to go back home to their family, right? Same here. How could I blame you for doing what you had to do in order to get back to your own world? I don't blame you either. I mean, it did make me jealous at first, sure. I keep wondering what is so important for you to go back home that made you want to go back so badly. I thought whoever it was, you must prefer them over us. But then I realized there are a lot in my life that are so important to me. It's not like there's only one thing that I care about, so yeah, I get it now. Just because you have another home and you want to go back, it does not mean we're not important to you, does it, Macy? all this comes to as a shock, but what you just say really makes sense, Levi. So, Macy, if this is what you want, then you can count on my help. Thanks, babe. Actually, that was quite the impressive little speech, Levi. I can't believe those words came out of your mouth. That's what shocks me the most. What's that supposed to mean? Baby, are you okay? Alright, I have a good grasp on the situation now. I think it's time that we call it a day. I have to take Levi over to the Demon Lord's castle tomorrow after all. They're going wanting to see him. Yikes! Wah wah. I should not have paused. Macy, are you okay? Nope. Right. Still, to be completely honest, I expected a worse reaction out of them. At the very least, we now know that Leviathan, Satan, Asmodeus, and Beelzebub are going to help you. They say so themselves. That just shows how much they care about you, and how much they want to respect your wishes. I'm sure that when it will all work out with the rest of the brothers, we'll have to go back and talk to them about it again tomorrow. Also, let us not forget, there's another version of them back in our own timeline, waiting for you to come home. Sometimes I get to thinking, what are you going to do back in our timeline while we are here doing what we're doing? Is time passing back in our time while we're here? Like in that one Japanese fairy tale where the fisherman visits the dragon palace and then returns to find that a bunch of time has passed on our land. I wonder if that will happen to us. That would be pretty scary. Or maybe we'll end up right back to where we were when we left. Same time, same place, and everything. I'm curious, compared to the world we're from, do the 7 brothers here in this world feel like a little bit like different demons to you? Not really. I see. To be honest, even once in a while I find myself missing the old them. But as soon as I start feeling that, I'm noticing something that reminds me of that. Yep, they're still the same demons I've always known, and suddenly I feel better. They're just living a different time, that's all. It also doesn't change the fact that they're still them. You know, Barbados told me something once. It was a really long time ago, but from what he said, time isn't quite what we imagine it to be. We think of it as moving in one direction, a straight line from the past, present, and future. But it's not like that. Apparently, it is like this big bowl of soup, one that's been all stirred up, so everything mixed together and intertwined. Barbados says that is what it looks like to him. As for what we call the present, well, it's like peering into this single spoonful of that soup. Every time you take another spoonful, something about it was different. You never get the same spoonful twice. Each new spoonful contains part of what was once the past, and parts of it was once the future. All of this which influences the sort of change you see. That's how he describes it to me. You can't help but wonder what the world would look like through the eyes of a demon with power over time itself. What do you think about this, Macy? I kinda get it. Well, I'm sure Barbados would be glad to hear that. And if time really does work the way Barbados describes it, then that would mean the future brothers are influencing what we experience here in this time. Future and past, past and future, maybe all of it really is jumbled together in a single bowl. Like how the brothers here in this world senses that there's something special about your room. When you think about it that way, it sort of makes you feel like there's hope. Like we're not alone, you know? Hugs for Solomon. I'm so glad I didn't leave you alone here in this world. It's okay, Macy, I'm right here with you. Thanks, Solomon. Even if you're a pain in the butt. A somewhat infamous plot of land. Crab apples. Where am I? What do you think we are? Bye-bye. Oh, crab apples. Someone's there on the other side of the bars. Oh no. Don't tell me this is what I think it is. Oh, I didn't expect him to be here. So this is where you've been, Macy. Are you trapped in there? Well then, great. That works out perfectly. Wait, what? Like, all of us had a good long talk after you left, and yeah, we decided that we're done feeling like you're going back to wander the world after all. Or any other world for that matter. You should just stay with us forever. I mean, what's the harm in that? You don't like that idea? You're dead set on leaving us no matter what? But if we keep you locked up in here, they won't be able to go anywhere now, will you? Be honest. You were hoping it would come to this, weren't you? Yeah, you had to be here. That's why you couldn't tell the real reason why you wanted to make pact with us, right? You want to stay with us. You might not realize it, but it's true. I know. It's what you want. Don't you worry about a thing, Macy. Right. There is nothing to worry about. Because we're not able to let you slip through our fingers, we're never going to lose you again. Oh, so it's a dream. It's a dream, right? Macy? Yep, it's a dream. You're finally awake now, aren't you? Don't tell me you slept here all night. You can't do that, Macy. You'll end up catching a cold sleeping out here. You look a little pale. Maybe you better not go to Rat today? Why not stay here and rest? I had a nightmare, boy. Oh, well, if you're sure you're okay, then fine. But don't push yourself too hard. Got it? Oh, I almost forgot. Lucifer messaged me earlier. He says it's okay to head straight to Rad this morning. And no need to stop by the House of Lamentation. They have business to take care of at the Demon Lord's Council, so they're heading there first, apparently. Oh boy. Hello again. Now then, let us begin today's lesson. Man, we're stuck with you again? Did you just say something? Me? No. So, you're going to be learning more about the history of the Dividend today. And speaking of history, a monumentous occasion is nearing upon us. The founding ceremony for this very school, Rad. Which means that all of us are gathered here right now are going to be part of a we shall be a part of this glorious moment in the history of the Devil. So, with that said, Lucifer, if you would appear that you'll be giving a speech during the founding ceremony. No one said anything about that to me. Never underestimate my network of informants. So, during class today, I've decided to discuss a subject that will serve as good material for your speech, as a special favor to you. He makes it sound like Lucifer should be super grateful or something. He's probably wanting to create a situation where Lucifer is in his debt, so he could cash in that favor later. What do you say, Lucifer? Do you want to hear what I have to say to you, don't you? I suppose I might as well. It has to do with the location of your current place of residence, the House of Lamentation. The house was erected atop of an especially evil plot of land that is infamous throughout the Deverdome. Nowadays, it belongs to the royal family. However, before the House of Lamentation was moved to that spot, there was another structure there. Apparently, the rooms would be rearranged themselves every single night. Quite a problematic place to live. Problematic? That's an understatement. You'd be getting lost all the time, lol. And that is not all. Legend has it that long ago, that the very same plot of land was home to the father of demons. Speaking of which, Macy, me? I assume you know the name of which the father of demon was known as. Surely you must. Again with the loading? Okay, never mind. It would seem that you've been studying your history, at least somewhat. The father of demons lived there? Oh, that is so exciting. Do you think there might be, like, legendary grimoires and stuff buried somewhere? Who cares about a bunch of dusty relics? What if I ended up having to search the house from my bathroom every single night, What then? Whatever, this is just dumb. Yeah, this isn't really history at all. It's nothing more than a legend. And even if all of it is true, so what? All that stuff of that useful material for Lucifer's speech was a bunch of bull. You were never gonna tell him anything like that, were ya? That's right! I wasn't, as if even given you information of that you might use for your advantage, Lucifer. Please. Smells like there's a grilling lobster over in the cafeteria. Wait, you can tell what's cooking in the cafeteria, even though that your windows are closed? Yo, Belfie, come on, let's head home. Right. From the look on his face, I guess you're not happy they walked off and left you here. Are you worried about Mammon and Belfie and how they're acting? I feel like I shouldn't be surprised one bit that Belphegor might be the next one to go, however it's gonna go. I get it. After all, you didn't talk to them at all today, huh? I think both of them would like to talk to you, actually. They probably just know what to say to break the ice. They can be so awkward sometimes, lol. Oh, you can say that again. They are totally awkward. Just forget about them. It's not worth the effort. It won't be long before they are ready to talk to you again. Don't worry, Macy. Exactly! The 7 of us are all on your side, after all. Right. We know what it feels like to want to go back to where you're from. No one can tell you if it's not natural to feel this way, because it is. Yeah, that's right. God, no sudden hugs! I can't take it! With no fair! Levi, Macy, I want this on the hug too! Then come over here! Come on, Zane, Bill, you too. Cute! Wait, no! I didn't need to be part of... You know they say, Satan, go big or go home. Like, I don't think whoever came up with that was talking about group hugs. A friend in your corner. Sure about that? Is Macy in here? Oh, Lucifer, do you want in on this too? Wait, what are you doing? Why, we're in the middle of giving Macy a big group hug. Come on, that is enough! Let me go! Forget I ask. Macy, come with me. Diablo wants to see you. Oh, does he? Lord Diablo, does he want me to come along too? No, you don't need to come along, Levi. Diablo decided that your apology this morning settled everything having to do with what you have to do, remember? Oh, the image is still fresh in my mind. Levi, the way you looked there on the floor, prostrating before Lord Diablo, you have such a beautiful form. Even I was a little moved by that, yeah. Hey, come on! Don't mention that! What did Diablo want you to know more about is your story, Macy. Now come on, let's go! Don't worry about these two. It'll all work out in the end somehow. Yeah, somehow. Right, yeah, you just leave them to us, Kay? Right. I'm on my way, Lucy. Meanwhile, I have my Lucifer plushie with me. Oh, hi, Luke. Macy! Great, you're here. We've been waiting for you to show up. Macy, come have a seat. We're just discussing our plans for the ceremony. I'll prepare tea for you. Thanks, Barbados. I appreciate that. Now then, Macy, on to the matter at hand. Oh boy. Leviathan has came by this morning and explained what caused him to lose control of himself like he did. I understand that it goes back to your reason of wanting pacts with him and his brothers, and I'd like to hear you explain it to me yourself. So, would you mind telling me what you told the 7 of them last night? Explains. Later. I see. That is a very interesting phenomenon you're describing. So both you and Solomon have been found that your magical powers is waning as a result of being here, right? And to return to the human world, you need to strengthen that power, which means that you need to make pacts with the brothers. I see now. What's wrong with that, though? Even though if your magic's weaker, you're still you, Macy. If you can't go back to the human world, just stay here. Or if you want, come to the celestial realm. What do I choose? Sorry, Luke. Why not? Luke? Macy and Solomon's home isn't in the Devil Dome or the celestial realm. It's in the human world. You know that, don't you? Yeah. Thank you, Luke. We know you wanted to help, and we really do appreciate it. Alright, I understand the situation, and I generally hope that both you and Solomon are able to return to the human world. Even so, a demon must choose to enter into a pact of their own free will. It's their decision to make, so I'm afraid I can't help at that in that regard. But anytime you have trouble, and if you could see some advice, just come to me. That's it? Is that all you wanted to talk about, Diablo? Yes? Why? Is there something wrong? No. Why are you looking at me like that, Lucifer? Is there something on my face? No, it's nothing. Never mind. Is this part hinting at something? Macy? Oh, never mind. Hello, 13. It's been a while. OMG! Well, this is a surprise. It's rare to see you heading home alone. What happened to your usual gaggle and lammouse, You just still happen to be alone, huh?
I see. Hey, you wanna grab a cup of tea or something? I mean, you were just going to head home otherwise, right? Come on, it's been too long. It sure is. How about you hang out with me today, Oh, I see. I thought it looks like you were down in the dumps, and now I get why. I had no idea any of this was going on. Well, that must have been torture. Torture? What do you mean? Yep, I mean, it has to be really difficult, right? I have no idea why you were like that band of weirdos so much, but still, I know how important they are with you. Keeping it a secret like that from them must have been really hard on you, huh? Who was it that you were worried about? Mammon and Belphegor? Well, if they want you to sit around sulking, fine, let them. Also, there's no reason for you to feel like at least a bit guilty because you didn't do anything wrong. Don't worry about what they're thinking or what they're going to think. Just do what you want to do. If you have a home somewhere else, and if you want to go back to, you should just say so, don't you think? Yeah, I'm gonna miss them, but I won't miss you. Oh, at first I thought they were just enrolled following you around everywhere. But it's more than just that, huh? Don't worry, they may be dense, but even then, they can tell you how you feel. Well, I think they can, at least. Hey, once you're back into the human world, is it okay if I drop by for a tea or a cafe sometime? You can't even invite me and that no-good sorcerer to join us if you want, as a special one-time thing. Ooh, why don't we try the cake here? It's a little out of the big side, but we can totally polish it off if we share, right? Come on, you should have some fun and have something nice to eat. It's time to break down this fuck of yours. I said funk, not the other word. So, what do you say? Thanks, 13. I'm feeling a little more positive now. I feel like I should go home to the House of Lamentation and pay the brothers a visit. And I have a feeling that things will actually go wrong by the time I get there. I'm calling dibs. I need to stop pausing. Macy, well, it seems that you were running into each other yet again. Welcome home. Although, I suppose this isn't your home now, is it? The demon Belphegor, I am not surprised whatsoever. I brought over the invoice of the damaged Leviathan incurred to the Devil Dome. Would you mind if I entrusted you, Macy? Very good. Thank you. I appreciate your help. Please send this to Lucifer. Also, I have 2 more items for you as well, and they really are for you, not Lucifer. First, I'd like you to have this. Barbados handed me some old, somewhat tattered slip of paper. And this as well. It's Little Gene number 7. Oh yeah, he's gonna be a big help. Though he sounds asleep at the moment. Yeah, where'd you find him? I'm afraid that's a secret. I have a feeling that you'll be needing him, so I'm entrusting him to you. Good luck, Macy. The inside of the House of Lamentation is so quiet, you could hear a pin drop. I think I'll try heading to the direction of that sound. Eating is too much work. Like, I don't want to do anything. I could sort of care less about my nails and my makeup. I couldn't care less about everything in general.
Yeah, same with dinner. Who cares, right? What's gotten into you all? Nothing. We're just trying to eat dinner. But it's too much trouble. It's Belfie. And what about him? Find him. It's possible that he lost control by the power of sloth. Well, duh! Alright, where did he go? Belfie! Come and see me. You can hear me, can't you? Come on, this way, Macy. Come on, this way. Good, keep going. No! Belfie wouldn't, would he? Good, very good. Ah, you're here. Oh, God, here we go. I've been waiting for you to show up, Macy. What are you doing, bro? I've already told you, remember? I've been waiting for you to arrive. My brothers might be willing to accept that you're going away, but not me. I'm not letting you leave this place. You won't be going to the human world or anywhere else for that matter. This isn't what happened to my brothers. You see, unlike them, I'm in full control of my powers. Listen carefully and focus on my voice, Macy. In the name of the demon Belphegor. Ah! How's that? It's like your body has been drained all of its energy. We are going to die. Again. This time, for real. Every time you take so much effort and you just can't be bothered. The idea of going back to the human world, it's unthinkable at this point, right? Mizzy, what is that you got there? Wait, that little D! Don't tell me it's... Little D number 7 is being pulled into us, absorbing both of us! Mizzy, no! Don't! I don't want to see what's inside of my head! Too late. Ooh. Conclusion! Until next week, and until next month, I believe would be my birthday, wouldn't it? Oh! And thank you for all watching. Till we meet again.